What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dirt Tracks USA, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a little tip. This is very important for people who just get their car and they want to just test it out. You know, you can use it, like, there's nothing wrong with taking it out of the box and using it the way it was designed stock, excuse me. And well, the thing that all cars have are slipper clutches. So what I'm going to do is take this little rubber piece off right here. This does come off, so it comes off right there, and then it's easy take off. And that's only if you know what you're doing inside, but let's get right in. Okay, so now I took off the little plastic cap. This is just protecting it from getting dirt in it and stuff. As you can see here, got a little dirt clumps in mine. But so this little cap is just right here, and that's pretty much just covering the nut. And so what you're gonna need, well, not necessarily need. I use a 7mm wrench, but rustlers, and like for instance, this is a Rustler Bandit, and mostly any Traxxas cars come with this T-wrench. So, well, I call it a T-wrench because, you know, T. And so what you're gonna do is pretty much once you get it out of the box and you're ready to plug it up, you can use it stock like I said earlier, but this little slipper clutch right here is very handy to do. This is like your modification key. So this right here. And so what you're going to do is take this off. I'm going to show you how it works. So you're going to have to hold this as you take it off. So I'm going to set the camera up and show you guys. So here. Alright, so the camera set up, got the car ready. So now what you're going to do is you're going to hold this spur gear. Hold it very tight because you are spinning the nut, which in well, I can show you what it does when you don't hold the spur gear. It basically moves the car. So you're gonna hold the spur gear. Oh, came off there. Right. Okay, now that came off. Set that there. You always got to make sure you have that spring. It's really hard to compress. That's what you want. So, alright. Take this off, and then got your friction pads. These wear out with normal use about 2 to 3 years, maybe 4 if you're lucky. If anything, you can take them out. These are easy to take out. I'm not going to take them out because I have mine placed in there, and I don't want to wear out the little holes that I put them into. So you can just take it out and flip it and put it back in, and it's pretty much brand new. So you can do that. So those are about $5 for the kit and $11 for a whole slipper clutch rebuild kit. So today I recently just got a whole brand new slipper clutch rebuild kit. Not too bad if you ever want to pay for one, but as you can see, it's got the lines, very pretty color, and then this back side not so much. But it doesn't matter which side you put it on. The only reason why it has those lines is because I just ran the car a little bit and it created those grooves. So then you have the clutch. Well, that's a clutch plate, by the way. And then I would say this is a clutch. I don't really know of a name for it, but it just locks on to a pin that's on. It's in the gear shaft. So I think this is somewhat of like a connector piece, because you put it on here and you have to line up the keys with it, the keyway. So that's pretty much what this is for. And then also, see the grooves in it? That goes on this little pin right here. So call it whatever you want. And then last but not least, you can take this out. This pin, you gotta be very careful with. I'm trying to get it with my fingernails, but I failed. Alright, well, let's see if I can get it here. Okay. So slippery, but that's how small it is compared to my finger. So you always have to have this, or it will not work at all. It'll just Now, you want to make it somewhat horizontal and very equal. So, then you take the keyway for the clutch disc and put it on there. Make sure the keyway matches up with the pin. Here, I'll do this way. So, I don't know if you can see back. You can't see. But, you have to make sure it goes with the pin. Alright, then you put the clutch disc on. Make sure these little holes right here, not the ones that are like this right here, make sure these ones right here line up with the little spokes on the keyway. Alright, let's see if I can get on there. Very important, very, very, very important putting it back together. Alright, now it's on there. Leave it like that. Now, you would want to hold the car, like put this wheel in the air, turn it sideways, so gravity helps hold it on. But since I have the camera right here, I'm not going to do that. But then you put the spur gear back on. Make sure all the clutch pads are good, and they are. I just checked them. Put the spring back on. Then put your nut back on. Now, see, it's not turning the spur gear right now. Once you start tightening it, it will turn it though. Okay, take your cross wrench, T-wrench, whatever you want to call it, and then tighten it up. Okay, now what you want to do first is when you get out of the box, this is a very important step. Now, screw all the way down as much as you can. Tighten it. Not screw, tighten it. To make sure it's dead center. Or, excuse me, bottom out. So, it should be... I don't know how to measure this, but... Alright, so use the rubber cap, for instance, as width. It should be about the screw, or the shaft threads should be sticking about the width of the rubber cap. Then what you want to do is put your wrench in a desirable spot where you can remember where one of the ends are. So I'm going to use this end, and you're going to do 1/2 of a turn. Oh, that wasn't half, I was about to go full. So now this end right here is in the exact spot that it was down here. So it was 1/2 a turn away from the spring, so it makes it equal. Okay, now you have that ready. Another good tip is always keep your battery charged when you're trying this out. Always. And loosen your slipper clutch whenever you're going on low traction terrains, and tighten it when you're on high traction terrains, such as concrete driveways or roads, like outside in front of your house. But if you're going on gravel and grass and leaves and all that stuff, you want to loosen the slipper clutch so it's not just spinning the tires off. Alright. Okay, so this is it. Fully tightened and bottomed out. So I'm just going to set the wrench right there. And, so see here? It almost, like, I had to let off the gas for it to be able to not slam down, you know? So that means, I mean, you can get it like that, because I have wheelie bars. I just don't have them on right now, because I'm using it to just modify right now. So, I don't like that. And, sure, most of y'all, if you don't have any wheelie bars, that will be an extreme pain to deal with. Let me get the camera set right. Okay. So, now what you want to do is loosen it a little bit. Okay. So just pretty much what you're doing is tightening, loosening, tightening, loosening, tightening, loosening, to make it where you want it. Like, to make it exactly where you want it.